Leeches made of bunnies. That's what we're going to talk about today. This is a bunny leech. It's a classic fly that's been around forever. We're going to show you how to make the body move way, way more.
That's a big brown.
Okay, it's about time we do a little bunny leeching around here. So we're going to tie a bunny leech. This is just a standard 5262 TMCO. We've got a 4mm bead on it. And we're just going to tie a real basic bunny leech, but we're not going to make the body with the hide attached. We'll show you how to throw that in a dubbing loop. All right, so what we're going to do first of all is dress the hook with a little bit of lead. I like to do this just to kind of keep the bead in place, adds a little bit more weight. Do however many turns you like, break them off, and then push it forward. All right, I'm going to use some 140 denier. I think this is Danville. The color's wine, I believe, or claret, but it's this deep red color. Okay. Color on this can vary a lot. I mean, most popular bunny leech colors are probably black, white, olive, and this blood red color. So this is, I think, either wine or claret as well. If you ever have a question with what we're using here, we do have the recipe link in our description. At any point you can see exactly what we're using. And if we're out of stock of the product that you're looking for, there are alternates there. We highly support you guys choosing your own materials, making the flies your own, using alternates. You don't have to have exactly what we have. All right, so I tie in that tail just by the leather right here, and then I've also cut off another piece of zonker strip. So I'm going to slightly moisten this, and we have a skill builder video on how to get this rabbit in the dubbing loop, and we'll put a link to that. Can we do that, Brig?
Do what?
Put a link to the skill builder where we show this?
Yeah.
All right, that way, this video would take a long time if we had to stop and explain all the techniques. But anyway, I'm basically moistening that a little bit to pull it off the hide. And I'm taking a D-loop tweezer from Loon. You can use the Swiss clamp for this, but I'm going to get quite a bit of it. In the skill builder video, I'll show you how to manipulate your fingers so that you can get this in there. All right, so I've grabbed on to quite a bit of it. I'm just going to come in here with my scissors and cut that off. All right, and now I can take this and kind of adjust the rabbit in here so it sits exactly how I want it to sit. See how we're doing that? But I'm not just going to cut it like that. Now I'll pull this back just a little bit, maybe like 1/8 of an inch, so that we can get a spot to cut it. So that really allows us to cut that off the hide, right against the leather. Like, you can't even hardly tell which side was the bottom. So now it's time to put this in the loop. This can be kind of the trickiest part of this. What we're going to do is make a large dubbing loop, close off the back of that dubbing loop. We're just going to take our thread forward. There's really no issue with it being uneven a little bit. I'm going to moisten that tail down and get it out of the way. All right, so I'm going to put my tool in. So here we've got the tool hanging down, using my finger to brace this. And then I like to just take this, tool, and it's kind of tricky to get this in here, but position the D-loop tweezer so that you're just grabbing that hair with the thread and then just let go of it all in one fell swoop. You will have this fall out completely onto your pedestal a few times. If you're not doing that, you're not doing it right. So what I have here is a little bit of uneven feathers, so I'm just going to use my fingers to push those to length so they don't fall out and they're not too long. So we've evened that out quite a bit. And now I can take my fingers and spread out this dubbing loop as well. And this is covered in the Skill Builder video as well. So now because I'm spreading it out, it's getting a little bit closer up to the body. And we'll take this stubbing twister and spin. Okay, see how it matted all up? No big deal, because you're just going to take a comb and you're just going to pick that out. Don't get too aggressive with it because there's really not a lot of twist in this. Get those all out for the most part. And I'm just going to twist it up a little bit more and do the same. All right, so now I've got it in this. I can just take this and wrap this all forward, and it will mat down a little bit. That's fine because we're just going to go in and brush it all back out. And to tie this off, I'm just going to loop my thread around this dubbing loop on the bottom as it's hanging. And then I can just come in here and cut that off. We're going to whip finish, but we're not quite finished yet. Brig went and got me the Midge whip finisher because I think to him it's just a normal whip finisher. But it still works, no big deal.
Your desk was so messy I couldn't find
My desk is not... All right, so to finish this off, I'm just going to take my comb. You can take Velcro, you can take whatever you want. You're just going to kind of pick out on any of those hairs that don't want to play. You're going to make them have a good hair day. Once you do that, you just preen that out. Moisten down, you'll see it has a really cool shape. It just goes to the water real nice. But anyway, that is a pretty simple bunny leech.